Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more World Tanks, but again, this is not a World Tanks episode. This is again going to be the continuation of the story that we started yesterday. If you haven't watched that, go back and watch yesterday's Type 4 heavy game, yep. And you'll know what's going on. But basically, I'm reading a epic story of awesomeness from World War II in Christmas 1943. And so, yeah. We're going to continue where we left off. On its way out to sea, Yieldy Pub, which is the name of our hero, obviously, the flying fortress that Lieutenant Brown is flying from a rose, all shot up and basically on its last legs. And it occurs to me, you guys should be in fixed camera mode. But anyways, and so it's on its way out to sea. Yieldy Pub passed a German airfield. Lieutenant Franz Stigler, a Luftwaffe pilot, had just flown from shooting down two other B-17s, saw this heap of an aircraft limp by, and naturally he was like, ooh, candy! Huh. Because it, you know, obviously looked like another easy mark on his record. Another easy notch on his belt, or whatever, right? But what he saw arrested any aggression he had, like just completely stopped him in his tracks. As he told interviews in 1991, he was aghast at the amount of damage the bomber had sustained. Its nose cone was missing, which is the section right underneath where the pilots sit, where there should be a gun. So nose cone was missing. Several huge gaps in its fuselage. He could see the crew moving around to give first aid to the wounded. So the gaps in the armor, the gaps in the hull of this the flying fortress plane were so big that you could see people moving around and giving aid. They were big enough that you could tell what they were doing when they were moving around. That's insane. And most of the plane's guns were hanging limp, i.e. unmanned, because the crew was just scrambling to not die. Stigler kept his distance, always staying out of the line of fire of the two in-service guns, managed to fly within 20 feet of the bullet-riddled B-17. He tried to contact Brown with hand signals. His messages were simple: land your plane in Germany and surrender, or fly to Sweden. But that heap will never make it back to England. So don't bother trying. Just land the plane, get on the ground before it disintegrates in midair. But a bewildered Brown stared back through his side window, not believing what he was seeing. He'd already counted himself as a casualty numerous times, and this strange German pilot just kept gesturing at him. There was no way he was going to land the plane, but the pilot stayed with him, keeping other attackers off until they reached the North Sea. When it was clear Brown wasn't staying in Germany, Stigler saluted, peeled off, and flew out of Yieldy Pub's nightmarish day. So not only does he not shoot this plane down, this German ace, he also then keeps other German planes from killing said plane, and then is like, okay, cool, you're out of German territory, you're out of harm's way, I gotta get back home again, bye. From Brown's this is Brown talking now. When friends tried to get me to surrender, my mind just wouldn't accept it. It wasn't chivalry or bravery, it was probably stupidity. My mind just didn't function in a clear manner. So his choice was then, to shoot us down or let us go, since we weren't going to land. The bomber made its way back to England, scarcely 250 feet above the waves. Good Lord, 250 feet sounds like a lot until you think about the fact that this is a plane we're talking about, and 250 feet is not all that much. That's a 25-story building, maybe. If it flew into a town at 250 feet, people would be screaming and running for their lives. Good Lord. Yeah. The plane was just a smoking pile of exhausted men and shredded aluminum. Years later, Brown would say that if Stigler had been able to talk to him, offering him to land in Germany or fly to Sweden, he probably would have gone to Sweden. But the oldies pub did make it, and Brown was handed a stiff drink when he got off the plane. Yeah, I wonder why. So we'll finish the last part of this tale when we pick this up next time. But that is the story, I guess, of my favorite Christmas event having to do with the war. And this is one of the events that I think of all the time. Every time I hear the Snoopy and the Red Baron song on the radio, which in my area is played all the time. And so I just wanted to share that story with you guys. Next time when we pick this up, we'll go through some of the aftermath and resolve it a bit more. But that is the story, and if you just want to hand off here, I understand. Have a Merry Christmas, and this should be out on Boxing Day, or the day after Christmas for the rest of the world who isn't, I think, English/Canadian? I don't know where Boxing Day is practiced exactly, but I know it's in Canada, so I'm going to continue calling it Boxing Day. And have a happy holidays, and I will see you all when I see you all. Have a great day. Bye. Oh, no, I am going to actually drop in the results of this battle, so you guys don't end this on a cliffhanger, because that would be mean. Not Christmassy at all. This was an ace tanker, bruiser, arsonist, fire for effect. Unfortunately, no epic medals, which is just annoying, considering the fact that I did more damage than anyone else on my team. And other than this guy here, like, far and above most damage on the team. Good lord. Seeing as a bottom tier, there should be some sort of epic mode. 1,000 experience, totally worth it. And then, of course, 12 shots that landed. And that is the most fun game I've ever had in this. Unfortunately, this is another one I did before the Christmas event. And thus, again, I didn't get the awesome bonuses. But I truly enjoyed playing it, and this game made me enjoy this tank a lot more than I was doing before this. And I can't wait to sell it still. But, yeah, so, again, Merry Christmas. Have a great vacation, or even if it's just a couple days. And I will see you all back here later on today when you guys get my actual video for today. And so yeah, have a Merry Boxing Day, and a happy whatever day this is in any other place except for Canada, and I think the UK celebrates Boxing Day too. So yeah, bye. ioEther out.